We're good, we're Aston Villa, and this is exactly where we should be playing football, the higher stage.
In the background you can probably hear our stadium announcer Russ, who's on the mic for everyone in Centenary Square and everyone along the route. So if you're watching at home, I really hope this is coming across to you. Do you know what, I just heard Russ's voice all across Istanbul for a couple of days because he was at the van park at Taksim Square, and that was fantastic as well. Just getting back to Unai Emery for a minute, Lee. What do you think he's thinking right now after achieving it for a 5th time? And what is he wanting to come next? I mean, he doesn't strike me as the kind of man to enjoy this for too long.
No, he's not.
And he should.
Yeah, well, listen, he will enjoy the moment, and I'm sure he will with the players, and they are today. This is what it's all about. This is the enjoyment. But Alan said it last night. He'll be thinking about Manchester City, there's no doubt of that. And that's the crazy thing about it, because of his dedication, because of the way he is in his DNA and his makeup. That's just the way he is. He has success, he gets on with things, he enjoys it, and he'll be thinking probably about Man City. He'll be thinking more about next season probably. That's how, you know, particular he is. He'll want to win the Champions League.
Yeah. And there's another thing, Lee, when we were speaking on Friday night after we beat Liverpool, and then everything was decided we would be a Champions League club next year. But he didn't let anybody, no character, no dedication, no real desire to make sure, rather not have it, to think, all right, well, we don't really need the Europa League. He was actually over the top saying, we need the Europa League title. We have to be champions of Europe. We've done the good bit in the league table, but he still wants to finish in 3rd if it's possible. So he sets those kind of standards, and that's why he's Unai Emery, and that's why he's one of the best.
And that's what he's created here. I mean, these moments, he was so keen to thank everyone else, but it's him that's masterminded this team. You know this team, Lee, James Chester was obviously part of the team that was in the Championship promoted side, but there's still lads there. He mentioned John McGinn, that have come all the way through on this journey with us, and it's you know, you think of John McGinn, Tammy Abraham was there, and Tyrone Mings, these lads that have come through to now have a European trophy. If you'd have told me that, you know, what are we, 7 years later, it's just unbelievable.
I know it is, and that's just down to the man that's in control of everything. You know, I don't mean just his team that he's got there at the moment. I think all around the football club, you're a lot closer, to, you know, and you know, it's not just that, it's his staff, it's the things he wants to improve the football club to take it forward. And as you said, the players that have been on this journey, it's absolutely remarkable. But the thing is, Unai Emery would have looked at them players and gone, you know what, these are big characters, these are big people that are going to play into my ideas. And to be fair to him, he's got the best out of John McGinn. Tyrone Mings went through a tough time and he got to try to get the best out of him, and he's had his injuries, but he still uses it. He's used that squad, and he believes in that squad. He trusts that squad of players that he's got.
There's still people in Scotland that say to me, how did Celtic not get John McGinn?
Oh,
how did Hibernian sell?
Right?
How did Hibernian sell him for 3.5 million?
Yeah.
And he becomes one of the most, well, not the best captain, because there's lots of different captains.
What the best bargain, the best signing ever?
by a shooting mile. But not only that, it showed how important he was to the team when we had Tielemans and John and Kamara injured, and it just shows you how that upsets things. And I think you and I, buddy, did one of the games, and after half-time we were like, he said 4 tackles, he's setting the standards.
It was that first game he came back, it was a European game.
It was a European game, absolutely right. And everywhere we were like, wow, John's back, and everybody just seemed to sit a little bit more upright in their seat. Everybody was like, hang on a minute, the gaffer's back.
And you said they would, because I said to you, look, he's back tonight, and you just said to me, this is going to change. And then it was like our season picked up again, wasn't it?
Absolutely. And by the way, we needed that, because we were going through a little time where we were a little unconvincing is a good word to say, rather than we were bad. We weren't bad, but we just had some key players out that other players need to look round and go, right, okay, I've got him, he's in the team, I can rely on him, I can give it and get it back, and I can give it again. Hugely important, and John McGinn is the epitome at Aston Villa of a captain of a football club that is going in an upward trend with one of the best managers in the world.
Absolutely, it feels so good. And do you know what, Lee? I think I said to you guys pre-match last night, this feels the moment for this group, because they've come close, you touched on it, we've had semi-finals, and this group is so talented. There's no guarantees about what happens over summer, who's going to be where. We know nothing at the moment, but we do know that teams change every summer, every single team. So this felt like the massive opportunity, and they grasped it, didn't they? And they absolutely blew Freiburg away.
Yeah, they did. I mean, listen, you get to a cup final, whether it's Freiburg, whether it's PSG, whether it's Manchester City, it's a cup final, and that's where things can change quite quickly. You know, I've played in cup finals myself, and it hasn't gone our way. But the thing is, like you said, I think the quality that they've got in that squad. You know, even on the bench.
We got some safe hands. I mean, I hope they're safe right now.
Don't drop that one.
Don't drop that.
We need that one round here.
He broke his finger last night in the warm-up.
I seen that it was strapped.
Yeah.
Was that before the game he broke it?
I'm going to see what his hands are like today. I think he's at it. I think he's pretending. He just needs a bit of love in the big man.
Not too right. But no, just going back to that, I mean, players will come in next season to add to what we've got at the moment, but Unai Emery will handpick the players that he believes that can make this squad, this team stronger, and that can make us go to that next level. We've hit this pinnacle now. This is what everyone wants to see. This is what the fans want now. And do you know what? The players that will be on that bus will drive down here and go, wow, wow.
Absolutely.
And look at that, you know, it's fans young and old, isn't it? You know, there's fans that were here for 1982. There were some of us like me who were very young when it was 1996 and just about remember it. And then there's the next generation, our children, who love this team. They're their heroes, but they think this is normal, Lee. How are we going to tell our kids this is normal?
That's true, yeah. I mean, well, having said that, the manager has set a standard now that even we are going to the games giving it, oh, we'll win today. Yeah. Because he's playing and he's playing and he's playing, and this is what the manager's done. And then the manager will throw a curveball in and play Mr. Lindelof in a position where we didn't think he could play.
There he is.
He's talking the guy, talking the man.
Time lucky for him. He's been in 2 Europa League finals before, and then he won last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
wow,
with Manchester United.
So there you go then. But the fact that, you know, you're just saying that everybody's expecting this, our young fans are used to this now. I'm okay with that. I quite like that because I'm getting used to it as well.
You can deal with my son then.
well, exactly. But certainly in terms of the manager's drive to be better next year again, and I think Lee was talking about who's coming in, who's going to leave, how does he's obviously has a dream in his head and an idea in his head and a picture in his head. If you went in his office, Michelle, I'll guarantee you there'll be strips and strips of paper with players' names on it, and he's thinking, he can do this, he got 100%, and it'll be a busy summer for us, absolutely busy.
It's sort of pinch yourself stuff, isn't it? You know, with these guys on the bus right now. Going back to the start we had to the season, we talked about it last night, and Unai said it himself. It has been a season of ups and downs and journeys and learning, but. Did you honestly think that back in September when we did that first Europa League game all together that we would be stood here right now?
I kind of did and I didn't, to be honest. And you know, I don't want to say yes. Oh yeah, I believe we would be here. I always thought it was going to be a tough journey for us. I did, because Europe's not an easy, option to conquest. If that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, but and that's what I mean. It's like, this is where I think that over the season, the manager pointed out that, listen, how competitive the Premier League is, how competitive the trophies that they're in, the FA Cup, the League Cup, Europa League. It was always going to be a tough ask because we were the favourites to go and win it. So, you know, I have to say, I didn't think we'd go all the way, but I felt we wouldn't be far away. And the draw that we had that was coming through, I just felt that the Forest one was always going to be the banana skin for us, but we stepped up. Yes, we lost that first leg, but we showed up in the second leg and blew them away. And we have done that throughout the competition. I thought we win that, we win the final.
Okay, well, it's getting loud down here. Let's get back up to Kate on the balcony. Kate.
I tell you what, Michelle, it's lovely and peaceful up here. We're basking in the sunshine. Now, apparently we had a few little technical difficulties earlier on with our interview with Chesney, so we're going to go back into it. Just as you were probably planning on going and having a nap.
I was going to say my brain had fell asleep after we'd done this the first time.
How are you feeling, though, in all seriousness?
I'm all right. I'm tired, but self-inflicted. But I think the overall feeling is pride with what the club's managed to achieve.
Talk to me about yesterday, about your whole day, the build-up to the game and what you were thinking throughout the game.
Yeah, I was really confident. The day itself was great. I got to go on a boat tour and have some nice food and wine with the fans who came out with on the club's package. So yeah, the day started off well, and thankfully it continues to get better from there.
You were saying, though, first time round, if you missed this, about the first goal, though. Where were you?
I was getting a drink. I was a little bit dehydrated, and I also stopped off at the toilet. Yeah.
So how did you just like hear the ruckus above?
I heard the ruckus above, and I knew instantly that I'd missed something really important in the club's history. So I quickly ran out of the toilet after washing my hands, of course, and managed to catch the goal on the big screen. And what a goal it was.
Grant, you got the replay. Did you manage to get in the second and the third goal though?
I did. When I eventually got down to my seat, I was sat next to Alan McAnally, and because we'd scored while I was away, he said, no, you need to go back in there. But no, I managed to see the second goal, and I could sense it in the ground, and the way the players were playing after the first went in, they could feel a second was coming.
I wanted to ask you that actually, because of course you watch games from a completely different perspective than we do. Could you feel that momentum building, that there was no sort of doubt that Villa were going to concede?
No, I felt like as soon as we scored the first, you could see that the boys were desperate to get the second before the half finished. And then obviously half time, you never know what's going to come out in the second half, but they continued in the same way they'd finished. And yeah, I think after the first, I was fairly confident we were going to win. But then when we started the second half so well as well, I was pretty sure that the trophy was coming back to Birmingham.
Of course, you're so close to so many of the lads that we're seeing on the bus parade. How much does it mean to you to see them lifting the trophy?
It means an awful lot. To see John lift it, and Esri and Tyrone still being there from when I was playing it. It makes me feel really proud to see what they've gone on to achieve.
Well, we'll let you go and have your nap now, Chesney. Thank you so much. All a bit more partying later on. Who knows where we'll see Chesney pop up next?
That's all right. Lee Hendry will get him back out. I'm sure this boy doesn't stop. He hasn't stopped for 3 days. I'll give you a bad rep here, aren't I, Lee? Sorry.
Yeah. In all seriousness, we were sitting watching the game, and the game was a little bit too fro-y, and he turned to me and he went, I'm going to go and get a drink. What do you want? And I was like, what are you talking about? You're going for a drink? You can't go yet. What are you talking about? He went, I'll be
5 minutes before half.
I swear to God, he got, I'll be 2 minutes. He literally went out, he got to the top of the stairs, and everybody went, yes.
and the pints were gone.
Yeah, and to be fair, he did say he saw it on the concourse, and he came back with two waters, and I was like, go back out and get something proper if we're going to watch the game. Oh, he's a top guy.
Let's talk a little bit more about last night and dive into it, because we talked about Austin McPhee and the set piece, but that first 40 minutes, I was a little bit nervously, and from then on, from getting that first goal, it just felt that we were in complete control.
Yeah, I felt, if we were to go and get that first goal, I felt that we would go on and win. I just thought setting the tempo of the game was always going to be important, which I think we did. I think they had a brief spell in the game where that probably made me feel a little bit nervous, because we did probably dominate the football in possession without really creating an awful lot. But let's not forget, I think Ollie had a shot early on in the game, didn't he, which really set the tempo.
They had one big chance, if you remember, Lee, it was about 17 minutes ish, and the boy flashed it past the post, remember? Yeah. And apart from that, though,
nothing else. And that's where I think that we set the tempo, we had control of the game, and I think the respect sort of jumped in a little bit there.
Yeah.
Is that they knew that they were coming up against a side that's been in good form, the momentum's been flowing, and we just went on and cruised the game. I felt, it could have been 4 or 5.
You could just see that the bus is making its way through the jewellery court, the crowd's really starting to build there as that bus heads into the heart of Birmingham. And here in Centenary Square, it is absolutely packed. But you can see so many fans, thousands and thousands out in numbers. Sorry guys, carry on.
No, I was only saying, Lee's spot on about the way that the game was going. But if you think back to when we were watching the game last night, because we watch it in terms of when Freiburg had the ball and they were moving it back sometimes, but they weren't moving it back in a really quick, sharp, playing it in, getting it out, trying to play through us. We put them almost pedestrian-like, because they couldn't really get through us, because we were dominating the middle of the park so much, and that really put them in the back foot, and I think that really affected them. And they started trying to play long balls over to nobody really, to the big boy, the big number 31, Mitovic, I think his name was.
Mitovic, yeah.
Mitovic. And he hardly got a kick of the ball, because he was normally a big target for them, and there was absolutely nothing for them to get through. And I thought we honestly, after about half an hour, not maybe watching it psychologically, I'm thinking if we score first, they're miles away from what team that what we are, and thankfully that's exactly what happened.
Just watching Emery wave to the crowd there.
Well, he's standing with Damien, right? And he's talking about the game on Sunday. Talking about the Man City game.
He will be, no doubt. Amazing.
But yeah, Unai Emery there at the front, you can see he's absolutely loving it. Do you think these moments now are where it's starting to hit him?
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
because he's done this 4 times before.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, and listen, I'm not saying it wouldn't have been like this. There'd have been something very similar that he would have, he would have gone through. But I think what he'll have seen, and after the math of this, where he sits down at home maybe later on this evening and goes, wow, I've just seen something quite incredible here in Birmingham. And he alluded to how big the football club, he alluded to how big all of these fans were. And you know what? They've turned out in their numbers to show the respect for that man, because he has brought us success. He is taking us places, and he should sit at the front of the bus with that big trophy in his hand, shouldn't he?
Yeah. Just watching this, and you know, more of his team, more of his staff around him on that bus. This has been a plan for a long time. Since the moment he came to this club, he has changed things all the way through the club, hasn't he? So just explain how that's worked, and well, I would say we have had to be that patient since he came in, because he's had continued progression.
Yeah, we have, and I think when you talk to him and he does interviews, I think he talks about a reality of the situation where we are. I think he always talks about the progression of the teams in terms of individual players as well as the collective. Because we got that from managers talking about, it's not about you, it's not about you, it's not you. If we do it together, we'll be unbeatable. But we have to do it together. You know, if your mate's in trouble, he's 10 yards away, you have to help him. You have to, if you don't have the ball, you have to get yourself in a position where you're going to get the ball. And he has worked on just, it sounds pretty simple in standard coaching, but to do it at his level, to keep progressing, to go to places in Europe that even some of the places we went this year, I was like, tough place to go that. You know, we'll do well to get a result, and then we come back and we've scored 3 goals away from home, and you're like, oh boy, this is a proper European team. And they are a reflection of Unai Emery, there's no question about that. And I think even if you ask the guys a direct question, they would actually say, I'm a different player. My mindset's different, my attitude is different. But I think more importantly, the character of the team is a reflection of the manager, which has brought out more in John McGinn, in Ezri Konsa, in Ollie Watkins, etc, etc, etc. So it's been an absolutely brilliant time for us.
Do you know what, Al? Just thinking back, you know, the Europa Conference League, even how far we got in that competition. Yeah. Look how far we got in the Champions League against PSG, which we possibly could have gone through.
Absolutely.
On the evening.
What a game that was, yeah.
I mean, that just shows exactly where we are on that sort of uphill sort of strive, aren't we? And to think that we've been so close in them competitions, and we've come away with silverware, finally come away with some silverware. I mean, that big trophy that we've been destined for quite some time. Amazing that job he's done.
We've actually all spoken about, can you believe we're standing here, and it's an unbelievable day, and for the fans it's just brilliant because our team has just won the Europa League. There's a lot of clubs in Europe, managers and coaches are sitting at their desk today giving it, I thought they would win it. I don't know whether we're saying we didn't give the lads enough credit. We do, we give them as much credit as we possibly can. But I tell you, the respect we'll get in Europe for doing what we've done and got to a final and blowing the opposition away, who incidentally had some wonderful results on the way there and were expected to give us real problems. I'm telling you now, there'll be more respect for Aston Villa having seen the result they've just seen, and there'll be a lot of coaches that won't want to be anywhere near Aston Villa next season.
How does he get the players doing exactly what he wants? Because I can imagine that sitting in a 2-hour team meeting wouldn't enthrall Lee Hendry.
Listen, if it was going to make me a better player, I would, trust me. And I think that's the difference, isn't it? I think the thing with the manager is that, listen, we said about these 2-hour meetings and whatever hour meetings they have, you know, just to try and make them that extra yard better. You know, it's small little margins that makes this team better. I think, do you know what? If they're not going to buy into what the manager's doing, I think he'll see it and he'll go, no, you know what? Off you go. We'll get someone else who's going to come and do it. And that's where I think, because he's got the likes of John McGinn, who's that leader, he's the one, the example, for instance, they see everyone buying into that, and you want a piece of it, you know, because that's where success. You play football to win trophies, you play football to win leagues, and this is what it's all about. We're starting to get to that process now where we are in the thick of all of that, and we've showed it again. So it's next season he'll be thinking, what can I do to make this team that little bit better, that makes us possibly compete for the title, which we, let's be honest, at Christmas time people were talking about Villa winning the league.
Yeah, it's true. Well, let's get the thoughts of Stilian Petrov now. He was out there too in Istanbul, and he is with Kate up on the balcony. Kate.
I feel like I've got the walking wounded up here at present, because Stilian Petrov has also now joined me. You're propping yourself up on the balcony. How are you feeling, sir?
Tired, but really excited. I mean, it's been a long 48 hours. Trust me, a lot of drinking, a lot of singing, but the main thing is the boys done it. You know what, Unai Emery always talked about European football, European success, and last night they've managed to do it, and they've done it in style.
You were working last night, so you were giving the pundits' point of view. So talk us through that game. What were you anticipating going into it?
4-0 win for Villa.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, of course. Listen, yesterday, it's a European final. You have to go and win it. Doesn't matter who you play. But it seems like the Villa was definitely a Champions League club. Freiburg, they haven't offered much last night, but Villa were too strong. They were just ready, they were professional, they were motivated, and obviously they've got the right man behind them. He won only 5 times, dear me. That's too many times. He's getting greedy now. He's getting greedy, but listen, what a job he's done.
Yeah.
And you know what, see behind us, this is what it's all about the fans. Those fans have stuck with the club through the difficult times, but now they're getting the rewards.
Yeah.
They deserve it. They deserve every single bit of it. And the boys, Unai Emery, the owners, all the staff, they've deserved it.
Talk us through why Unai Emery is so good in this competition.
Because he's a great manager, first of all. He knows how to structure a club. He knows how to motivate the players to implement a winning mentality, and he done it before. And when you have somebody with such a pedigree and experience, it makes it much more easier. But the main thing is about all the players, all the staff are trusting what he does.
Yeah.
Because if you have a manager and he don't do the right things, if you don't win games, then players, the fans, the staff, they lose the trust. But with him, they trust him 100%.
You talk about the team around him, Austin McPhee FC, every time there's a set piece that we manage to score from. Word for him as well and the work that he puts in.
Yes, listen, you can have all kind of coaches. You know what, just McPhee, he's done incredibly well. And I'll tell you why, because he gives a different perspective to the players. He gives them little details, different things that they can win the game. You saw yesterday, 25-30 minutes, the game was equal. The both teams are trying to find out the weaknesses, but one little things that they work pretty much every day. Well, Tielemans said in his interview that they only worked on a day, but now you can see that the players are really paying attention to it, because they know that those little details can change the game, and they've managed to do that.
Open top bus parades. What's the protocol? How long do you get to hold the trophy for?
You can hold it as long as you want. If I'm like that, you know, somebody told me that the guys can only stay 20 minutes in here. They can stay as long as you want. Who's gonna look at those fans? Who's gonna kick them out? Who's gonna remove them? Listen, they deserve every single attention, because they've done us proud.
They really have, haven't they? Sam, thank you so much for coming up here. A bit of fresh air does us a world of good, doesn't it, really, Michelle?
It does, and hey, how about a bit of confetti too, Kate? Look at that, as the bus draws into sand pits, and there's just some huge crowds down there as well. Centenary Square here, they're eagerly awaiting their heroes. But up at sand pits, you can see the bus is starting to draw in, and behind me, you can probably hear our stadium announcer, Russ, whipping up the crowd. It is an incredible atmosphere, and it is looking absolutely fantastic across Birmingham. I think you got it right, you know. I think Villa might have taken over here, Lee.
There's no doubt about it, they have done. There's no doubt of that. I mean, just seeing all the different areas that they're going through. You know, here, I mean, it's special here today, I must say. You know, to see everybody turning out in their numbers, and I think someone said, you know, of all ages that we're seeing, it's brilliant. I mean, I think most houses will be empty today, wouldn't they?
So I think this is quite emotional for, you know, the boys have done what they had to do. They're going to see something they've never seen before, and that it builds emotion in me to see the dedication they've put there, and obviously the joy and then the rewards. But not just the reward for the lads and the manager, but for us too.
That's a face that a lot of people will recognise alongside Unai Emery. Just explain who that is and what he does.
Damian Vidigani is basically his right-hand man. I was going to say he's the head of football at the club, but it's obviously the manager. But he's certainly director of football. We have a guy called Francesco Calva that is the very top of the football club. but Damien is mainly organising the football. He deals in transfers, players, etc., etc. And the two of them are very close. He's a really, really nice guy, big guy, really great personality as well. You normally see him greeting the lads when they're coming off the pitch. Really, really good guy, and knows his football. And his name is Damien Vidigani, and he's quite literally the gaffer's right-hand man.
Yeah, always see him on the pitch, always see him often sat behind him actually in the dugout. But look at these scenes, look at this confetti raining down as the bus draws through towards Sandpits, coming through there. Thousands and thousands. There's got to be. I wouldn't even like to guess how many Villa fans there were out this afternoon. I mean, I think a few people might have got an early finish from work, but absolutely worth it to witness this and these incredible scenes. And look at the players' faces. I feel like now they're actually really, not that they didn't appreciate it last night, they absolutely appreciate every single one of those Villa fans that made, it wasn't the easiest trip to Istanbul for some of them. Some people were getting flights to Munich or connections to the most random places. I met someone who came from Australia, I met someone that came from Iraq, they came from all over to witness that tonight. But this afternoon, it's great that everyone here in Birmingham, and maybe wherever you live in the UK, you've been able to come down and see these boys.
I had lunch yesterday with a guy who came from Brisbane through Kuala Lumpur to try and get anywhere near Istanbul, and he came to meet his brother who he hadn't seen for 2 years, and they're both massive. And incidentally, he watches Villa TV. Now the problem is, he was coming back here today to try and get to this today, so I don't know where the guys are.
I hope he's made it.
Yeah, well, I do as well. And then he's got to then again fly, I can't remember, he's going through Paris, onto the moon. He's going to go around Mars twice to get back to Brisbane. So, I mean, the dedication for some of these fans is absolutely astonishing, and it shows you what Aston Villa means to them.
Absolutely. The fans travel far and wide. I'll tell you someone else who travels far and wide. I see him everywhere Villa go, and I'll tell you what, he's another person who's had a wonderful last few days, hasn't he, Kate? Who are you with?
Michelle, he has had a wonderful few days. The one and only Ian Taylor is here. You landed, what did you say, about an hour ago?
Just before the players landed, and I was lucky enough to get. I got a private jet back.
No.
Honestly,
was it yours?
No, of course not. A mate of mine, he's chartered a private jet, and we flew back on that. We landed just before the players did, and we watched the players come off the plane and everything, and it was, honestly, Kate, I cannot tell you how good it was last night. It was unreal, and as a Villa fan, you look at all of these here, a lot of these didn't manage to make it over there. There's still guys over there now who have not managed to get back in time for this, and I can't say how good it was, because this team is so good and the manager is so good. It just make me so happy.
I can hear it in your voice.
I'm glad I got these glasses on, because I'm going to start tearing up.
You're going to make me cry in a second, the emotion that's coming out of you there. I mean, I can hear it literally in your voice. Your voice, I'm saying you're lucky to have it back right now.
Oh, yeah, honestly. Yeah, the partying was hard last night, really hard. I had such a great time doing our commentary as well with Mark Regan, and to be able to be in that position, to see us create history like we did last night was fantastic.
I tell you what, we got your commentary in the warehouse that I was hosting last night.
Yeah.
And again, we could hear it in your voice.
Yeah, I heard, and I didn't know that until seconds before kickoff. So I hope I did a good job.
You did a fantastic job.
Oh.
That's it. Talk us through the game. How did you think the first half an hour went from your perspective?
I think it went pretty much how Emery would have wanted. I think we kept the ball really well. We started really well. They didn't really have a look in that first half regarding chances. We created a couple early on, but the goals that we scored before half time, they were just fantastic. And I was sat there thinking, if you want to have an advert for how Aston Villa are and want to be, that was the perfect advert last night.
That was it. What, all three goals, or was there one in particular that stood out for you for that?
All three goals. I thought they were different in their own rights, but all quality goals. And I was so pleased for the likes of Emi Buendia. What a strike.
Just talk us through his kind of arc that he's been on with Villa in the last few seasons.
Do you know, he's one of those who could have easily have left. Could have easily have left. He's one of the other players would have thought, no, I'm out the picture, I'm going to leave. But he's one who gets his head down, works hard, and wants to be in the team. He wants to be in this Aston Villa team, and the manager recognises that, and he's paid him back tenfold.
Do you think that that is the embodiment of a character in this team?
Yeah, definitely. And it's the kind of character that you want in the team. You know, like you said, he's been up and down, but he's a strong character, and he's shown that, and he's come back with aplomb.
And with these players as well, John McGinn actually said at the start of the season, they don't want to be known as the nearly men. There is no way anyone could say that about them now.
Well, that's the thing, they've been building to this point, haven't they? And it's culminated in winning this trophy, and it's what it's all about. I sat there being so jealous because that's the big stage. That's the stage that they want to be on, and they've finally won a trophy and got that monkey off our back, and I was so pleased.
Are you going to carry on the celebrations?
Of course I am. Of course.
Where's the party at tonight?
Don't know really. I might be going to Albert Slosh, I think, but you know, I don't want to make that an advert for Albert Slosh, but yeah, I could be ended up in there.
We'll see you out and about anyway, Tails. Thank you so much. Back to you, Michelle.
Thanks, Kate. I'm just picking up something that Ian Taylor dropped there, that massive drop of the private jet that he went on. Do you know what? It was putting photos on his socials. I was like, that's not our plane. No one's got a tablecloth in here. No one's got champagne in here. Well, maybe Adam McInally had.
Sorry, I was...
Don't worry about the rest of us struggling, you know, but...
he didn't speak to us when he came in. He just blanked us.
I was business class.
But Lee, look, you played alongside Tails, and you two were pretty iconic, especially for my childhood and what we were witnessing, and you sort of came off the back of that team that won the League Cup as well, and you were part of that coming through. And that's the last time really we tasted success. And I think we thought things were going to happen from there, and they didn't. So when you look at it from your generation to this generation, how does it seem? Do you and Tails talk about it much?
Yeah, do you know what? Just listening to Tails, and you know, I pretty much highlight what he said really to a certain extent. Is that, you know, this is a proud moment for me still being part of the football club to a certain extent. Be it, you know, doing the media stuff, but I'd love to be on that bus. I'm not going to lie, I am jealous.
You were almost in the photos last night.
Well, I know. Well, I mean, you know. I said it, you know, you put a football shirt on because you want to win things, you want to win trophies, you want to win silverware. You want days like this. This is what you want because it's special. It really is special. And that's what sometimes I look back. I mean, we won the Intertoto Cup, which was just nothing in comparison to this.
I remember that.
I know. And you know what? It's crazy, isn't it? Because I'd love to be on that bus, you know, holding a trophy, giving it all that to the fans, because I was passionate about when I put a shirt on. You know, if I didn't play well, I'd work hard, I'd work my socks off because I knew what the club meant to me, and I knew that I had to perform because I didn't want to let these guys down. I didn't want to let my manager down, and that's the thing. It's like I'm proud as punch for the club and all the players of what they've achieved in this moment, and they've got to relish, they've got to enjoy the facts of this because honestly, I am jealous. I'm not sitting on there and holding some silverware and got a gold medal around my neck.
And for these players being together, what will this do now? I'd imagine they'll be in touch forever. Like the class of 1982, they are the class of 2026.
They will, when they get to my age, they'll look back and, you know, they'll laugh and they'll joke, and some of them have done something silly in the last 2 or 3 days. Something will be brought up that's happened on the bus trip, and they'll smile every time they think about it. There you go, they'll smile every time they think about it. But they probably won't realise it, but what they do realise, they're going to realise when they come round that corner what they've actually achieved. But nevertheless, when you look back, when Aston Villa is no longer that everyday part of your life, you realise how amazing it actually was and what a place Aston Villa was to play football. And you can see with the fruits of their hard work over the last couple of years under the manager is accumulated in us being European champions, a Europa League winning champions. It's brilliant. Seriously, I was lucky. So I won a title in Scotland, a title in Germany, won a cup and all that jazz. And all we got was like, well, not all we got. We were on like the balcony in Munich and stuff like that. But we never did the bus trip. And when Lee was just saying I was jealous, I was thinking, yeah, I never got a bus trip either. And then you see the lads all laughing and joking with each other.
Laughing, I think someone had a John McGinn teddy bear.
Yeah,
imagine going to bed at night with that in your arms.
But you know what I mean, and it's just a brilliant time for them, and it's going to be a great day and a great night. And then tomorrow, everything will calm down. We've got another game to play at Manchester City on Sunday, and then the lads that are
God, we've got a game on Sunday.
Yeah, I know, exactly. It's incredible.
Good job there is nothing on it, Lee.
Yeah.
Well, there isn't, but There still will be.
That is to be fair, isn't it?
But you know what?
'Cause
Unai will not let that happen.
No, I know. Why? No, I'm not saying he was going to drop his guard, but it would have been much easier for people to point the finger at Aston Villa because of what we've achieved, and then not, I don't know, say he makes 5 changes for the game like we did 7 changes for Spurs. Well, too bad. And I am the way I've said this to Lee before. If you sign a professional contract at a football club, you're under the manager's care. He can play whoever he wants.
Yeah.
And by the way, it doesn't matter if you're 15 years old or 35 years old. He says what the starting 11 is. Not up for debate. He does what he does for his football club, and that's what Unai Emery did.
Let's just mention some of the squad players then that you've sort of hinted at there, Al. And there was players there last night, and I want to talk about Harvey Elliott, because he's had a smile on his face every time I've seen him this season. The consummate professional. Everything I've heard is that he's a great trainer. And look, it hasn't really worked out here, unfortunately, but he has played a part in this campaign in Europe.
Listen, the manager has spoke about him, hasn't he, quite vocally. He said really and truly it's been a bit of a shambles, really, of a signing, because not on Harvey's, not on his case at all, you know, not being able to be part of this team. But I seen him at the training ground a few weeks back, and I've said this to a lot of Villa fans. We was there doing a meet and greet with a lot of the guys and sponsor winners and stuff like that. And do you know what? He had the time to come over and have a conversation, have photographs, sign autographs, everything that you would expect, answer questions. And do you know something? He didn't really have to do that. So I said, do you know what? He's a great pro. And when he's been called upon in Europe, and he's played a part in Europe, it's been difficult for him, but I'll tell you what, he's sitting on that bus, he's enjoying himself. I bet he's enjoyed himself to a certain extent of being around the lads. Yeah. But it's been unfortunate that he hasn't got the game time.
Yeah, an epitome of a team player for sure, though. Right, let's get back up to the balcony. Kate.
Tell you what, Michelle, we've got Chesy back for more. He's wilting like a flower up here, but you're back for more.
Like flogging a dead horse, isn't it?
And you've got to drive back later and drive Alan McAnally back as well, you were just saying.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's worse. You keep bringing me in front of this camera or having to drive Alan McAnally back.
Get the playlist on, just a whole playlist of Aston Villa tunes.
But you know what Alan's
Time of flight.
You can't get a word in. If I've got music on or not, he'll be speaking anyway, so...
Speaking of singing along though,
yeah.
But just talk to me about these scenes as a whole, and you've just been looking there on the monitor from the open top bus scenes, but lads fully embracing it.
Yeah, they look like they're having a great time. I never had the opportunity to win anything in my career, but when I played for Wales and got to the Euros, we had an open top bus tour when I got back from there, and they're still memories that I look back on really fondly.
What is the protocol? You know, I asked Dan earlier on what the protocol is for an open top bus parade. How long you get to the front, or do you have to move about? What is the protocol?
I don't think there was one really. I'm not one for being right in the limelight, so I would find...
This is your third interview, I would say otherwise.
That's only because I'm being accosted and being made to come here.
Well, we're glad that you're here. But it's something though, isn't it? And it's just to be able to acknowledge the lads, and fair play to everyone for pulling this together literally basically a few hours after the final, and for them to be celebrated. And you can see the amount of fans that are lining the streets as well at every single corner so far to pay tribute to them. It really is quite a wonder to see.
That's like the street that me, Alan and Lee tried to get down in Istanbul the other day. I think it's great. It's great for everyone. The players, they look like they really enjoyed themselves. It's something they're going to remember for an awfully long time, and the fans as well. They look like they're having a really good time down there. And like I said earlier, it's all different ages, different walks of life, and it's amazing to see what Aston Villa means to so many different people.
Well done, you've done a hat-trick of interviews. We'll see if we'll get you back for a fourth. Back to you, Michelle.
Hat-trick ever, that.
He's still going, he'll be fine. Give him a glass of water. Perk him up, and then Alan McAnally will chew his ear off. Apparently, do you talk a lot, Alex? I've never noticed that.
Hang on a minute, I wasn't aware I was even getting a lift from him later on. That's news to me.
Well, good, you're sorted.
News to, well, I am now, so pass me that champagne. Yeah. I'm not driving.
They're just coming through the centre of Birmingham now, down towards Broad Street. Any minute they'll be coming around the corner to there. And yeah, I just feel like it's really ramping up on that bus now. I'm a bit worried about Emi Buendia. I don't know where his medal's gone from around his neck, but we haven't touched on the genius of him. His assists and his goals in the Europa League this season have been phenomenal.
Well, Tails, I mean, I wanted to come off the back of what Tails said about how, important of a role he's played and his character. And the times that I've I've watched the games over the seasons where he wasn't involved, he wasn't getting a look in, but yet I'd see him after doing sprints, making himself available, showing the manager that he's willing. And then what he's done, he's got his opportunity, and what he's done is taken that, Michelle, you know, with his assists, his goals, important goals, by the way. I mean, you look over the season, how many goals? I think we were in the highest category of goals from outside the box. We've got individuals that have got talent and individual quality. The likes of Morgan Rogers, the likes of John McGinn, the likes of Emi Buendia, you know, Ollie Watkins, all of these players that play in that sort of role. Tielemans, I mean, individual quality that he's come up with yesterday. We've got some great individual quality, but we know that it's all over the pitch. There isn't just one individual that's going to go, right, we need you to depend on you. Someone else might be able to produce them. And that's why we do score goals, and that's a big credit to his testament of what he wants as a player and his attitude, because he's got in there and he's took full advantage of it, and the manager trusts him, and you know, he's been brilliant this season with his goals and assists.
He was brilliant in the semi-final, the second leg. He was brilliant in the final. He is a big game player.
I'm going to go back to a very, very famous goal we scored this season when Kashi volleys it into the corner, controlled, in his left foot and curled it into the corner, and we won the game. And I'm only mentioning it because I was like, right, that's the Emi Buendia I want to see. That's the one I want to see influence the game like that. And I think Lee's spot on. He just said about having an opportunity because someone else wasn't available or wasn't picked by the manager, and he grabbed it with both hands. And he was still, there was times in the game where you're like, go on, Emi, go on, you can influence the game even more. But some of the goals he's come up with, not least last night, have been absolutely first class. And he's a good guy. He's a really, really good guy. Works his tail off as well. I mean, he's like the weight of a milk bottle, to be fair. To be honest, there's not a lot of him. The boy
he's 5'7". He's football heaven.
Well,
that's the chant.
Absolutely, yeah. But to be absolutely honest with you, and I don't think for any minute that, you know, when we watch him now, Lee, we see a growth in a player because of the team, because of the manager.
There's a real confidence in his play, isn't there? That's the thing, though. I think, you know, a couple of times yesterday where he got the ball in midfield and he was really tight, and I know that the manager works on these situations where they're getting the ball in tight areas, but great feet, his little, you know, silky little touches. That's what he's got in his locker. He's a fabulous player. We've seen a lot of him in the AFL, didn't we? And I said when we signed him, I said this boy will play and he will be a big player for Aston Villa. Lots of people doubted, but I tell you what, just his attitude, you know, his endeavour to really go work hard when he puts a football shirt on has proved his weight in goal for Villa.
Oh, I hope Amadou Onana has a good grip of that trophy. He's making me nervous, but he's always the life and soul of the party. Really interesting last night what Unai Emery did. Playing Lindelof essentially ahead of Onana. Okay, Onana's come back from injury. He chose to put Lindelof in, and it was proved correct.
I don't think it was a difficult decision, Michelle. I think Victor Lindelof has been an absolute superstar. I have not once ever spoken to Victor or seen in the press and say a derogatory word, a cheesed off word, that he should be doing this and he should be doing that. He looked just like one of the best squad players. Not necessarily a squad player because he's got loads of experience. And one day the manager's obviously seen something and gone, right, I want you playing there for me and this is the job I want you to do. And we all sat back and went, oh my God, he's absolutely different class at it. So bringing him in for the final and playing him in that position, I think it was a great idea, genuinely.
More confetti then as they come round the corner onto Broad Street. The confetti going everywhere. Lee's grabbing my shoulders. He's very excited.
I know this place like the back of my hand, Broad Street. I'll tell you what, back in the day, that's where it all happened for me, Michelle.
I was about to say it's your favourite place, but I didn't want to say it, so now you've said it. Many a good night down there for Lee Hendry. A great night down there for Lee Hendry again tonight, I'm sure. But here they come, really into the heart of the city centre now. And we can just hear the crowd in the distance before they come down into Centenary Square. And they're having quite the party on that bus. Tyrone Mings as well, Al, he's another one to mention.
Great big man.
Been here since the championship journey, you know, had all those injury problems at Bournemouth, came here and really reinvigorated his career. Unfortunately, he has had injury problems of late again, but such a big figure in that dressing room.
And by the way, at the start of the season, he played a couple of games and didn't let us down and come on. There was a couple of really important games that Tyrone played for us. You know, getting a block in, you know, doing what he does well is, you know, winning aerial battles, for and against, set pieces, for and against, etc. And he's been here a long time. And the big man knows exactly what it's all about. but at no time as well, he gave it much encouragement. And if anybody wanted to speak to him about football, then the big man was there to talk to whoever he wants. So yeah, he's part of the squad, and quite rightly part of the Europe winning team as well.
I think there's a few players that you know, we don't really sort of highlight at times. And I think down that left-hand side, we say how good the manager is, how he's utilised two very good players that we've got in Luca Dina and Matson. And you know, he's picked the right times when to bring Luca in, because he knows defensively he's probably that little bit better, but I'm sure Matson would have learned an awful lot this season, having seen someone experienced playing in that role. You know, Bogard, who's had to drop into midfield when we've had injuries, he's had to play at right back. There's players that sometimes go under the radar of actually, you know, what they've done when they've come into a team, and it's not easy to keep sort of drifting in and out of the side, but I keep saying it, they've brought into what the managers brought to the football club.
Could be a big year for Bogard in terms of, I mean in terms of learning positions, watching other players play, Lee, in training, you know, so if he's not going to be playing this Saturday, he's probably playing directly opposite somebody in the bib team, let's just say it is. And I think for him, hopefully he'll grow with the club as well. And if we bring in new players in, he's going to learn even more, because I still think there's a really good football player in there in a very specific position that the manager likes to use.
Do you think that Emi Martinez has showered yet? Because he's still wearing his shorts from last night.
Maybe.
He was taking loads of. He went into the goal, and he put the trophy on the goal line, and he had everybody around him standing in the goal net taking pictures last night. It was absolutely brilliant.
And we said before the game last night, if there was ever a player for a big game, it was Emi Martinez. He's won a World Cup, for goodness sake, you know. But he was pretty untroubled, wasn't he?
I ain't worried about the goalkeeper.
No, definitely.
You weren't worried before kickoff at all, really?
No, well, only because I spoke to a few people in Germany about Freiburg, and all they said was that they've scored a lot of goals lately, but I don't know if they've played any with the quality of Aston Villa. And we quite rightly mentioned to give them respect, because that's what we've got to do, and we've got to make sure the guys do the job. But you're right. Okay, you can't be completely and fully, especially after 10 minutes when. Who did he book Kashi? He booked somebody, the referee, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, he booked Kashi, and I was thinking, I hope he doesn't play that big a part in the game, and he didn't. But certainly in terms of us being better than Freiburg, I was pretty confident about that.
Yeah, you can see the flares going off, and
here they come, here they come.
I can hear them coming up the road. I think they're just a couple of minutes away, heading down towards Centenary Square. I'll tell you what, when they arrive here, it is going to go off. We will not be able to hear each other speak, but we will definitely bring you the atmosphere. If you're watching at home or wherever you're watching, we will bring it to you here. If you couldn't be here today, I mean, some people are still in Istanbul. They're not back yet. We are just back. I think we're here in body, if not in mind. But this is absolutely phenomenal to witness. And these are scenes we haven't seen in the centre of Birmingham. When have we seen these scenes in the centre of Birmingham?
Well, we haven't, have we? And this is why it's so big for the city. Let's be quite honest.
Michelle, have you never been out with him on a Friday night?
Look at that little one on the shoulders there. These are amazing scenes. Like there's little babies, there's toddlers, there's little ones all the way up through the ages that have seen it all, that have seen 1982, have seen 1996, and now they get to see 2026.
So, by the way, when we talk about for the players, and we speak about the players, and quite rightly, and the manager and everybody, all these staff, what about the fans having the opportunity to see a bus parade? And that's been a long time, Lee, hasn't it? I mean, you're a Brummie boy. You know what I mean? And these people are like, oh my God, there's a bus parade.
Yeah, I mean, like I said to you, this doesn't happen all the time, does it? And this is what I'm saying, the success, the buzz, the good feel factor about this is I mean, just look at that. That's making the hair stand up on the back of my neck. It's making me feel proud, it's making me feel emotional, because our football club is coming down on that bus with a trophy that we've worked so hard for. It's amazing.
It is hard to put into words as a Villa fan. Like, I don't think I could process that if this was ever going to happen, because we just didn't really have success when I was growing up. It wasn't a thing. And then we got relegated to the Championship, and we know what happened there.
I know, I'm just looking at these beautiful police horses.
You can't see them on your screen, but
they are
I've got
absolutely
to say, the
stunning.
and all the services in Birmingham are doing an amazing job today, and the horses just coming past us. They are incredible. Right, back to the bus. They are there. They are literally round the corner. It's all right. They're beautiful horses. We're fine to admire them. But the fans are trying to keep up with the bus, and it is literally about 100 metres away now from Centenary Square. This is the heart of the action. And Lee, can you just begin to imagine, you've played for this club and you're a Villa fan, how on earth are they feeling right now?
Oh my God, Michelle. I mean, the closer they're getting, I'm getting that sort of butterflies, I'm getting the buzz, I'm getting the feel back. I feel like I'm playing
You're going to be on the bus in a minute, you are.
No, well, no, honestly, because this is special. This is a special day for the football club. This is a special day for the fans. It's a special day for us, standing here, actually being a big part of it. It's brilliant. It's like me and Alan have got the shirt on, and we've had some unbelievable moments, but you're not going to cap many moments better than this.
No.
It's phenomenal.
I feel lucky.
I feel very lucky.
Seriously.
Privileged, actually.
And as Lee was just talking about his emotions as a Brummie boy, having played with the team he loves, for me, having the opportunity to play with Aston Villa and seeing these fans and the boys, I feel lucky that I get to even speak to the lads and have the opportunity to go to the games and watch them.
This is just unbelievable. I mean, as a Villa fan, you just want to soak in every single moment, and the tens and tens of thousands of Villa fans that are here to see their villains bring home the Europa League final trophy. I mean, we're about to be blasted away by hi-ho silver lining.
I know. Look at that police escort.
I hope you can hear that back home. The police are coming past, the police are loving it. And here they come round the corner, and the bus is now drawing into Centenary Square. This place is going to go absolutely wild.
I wonder if John McGinnell throws a beer down now.
I've just texted John and said, don't drink all the beer, throw us one down.
Oh my word, they are making me nervous with that trophy on the edge. I hope they've got a safe hold of it. Lee, as they draw into Centenary Square, this is your city, you know it so well. This is your boyhood club. This is the club you came through at. Just tell me how you're feeling in this moment for all the Villa fans here. How are we all feeling? I can't find the words.
Everyone's excited. They've waited all day for this. I'm like, look at this, Michelle. Phenomenal. It's absolutely brilliant. It's like wow factor to the max and beyond. It's brilliant. It really is. We've got, look at this. I mean, we are taking over the city. This is what I love as well about this club. Brilliant.
Here they come. The players drawing into Centenary Square.
Wow.
3-0 winners over Freiburg in Istanbul. How many hours ago was that? Barely even 24 hours ago. And they are back in the heart of their city to celebrate with their fans. And they are history makers. 1982 and now 2026. UEFA Europa League champions, Aston Villa. Here they come, Lee.
Let's have it.
This is an atmosphere like I have never seen in the centre of Birmingham. And the players brought to an abrupt stop. Just listen to this.
League winners, make some noise for Aston Villa.
This is the best feeling.
Oh, unbelievable.
I hope watching at home you can hear and you can see everything. Russell Stadium announcer is whipping up the crowd. Our media guys are working their socks off bringing this to you. We are going to do the trophy lift. Watch this with our captain, John McGinn.
Wowza. Wow.
That's unbelievable. Oh my God, look at the people.
Oh my God, man. Phenomenal.
Hey, I hope we do this next year as well.
Roll on next year.
Oh, the confetti and the ticker tape is everywhere. And the parade has come to a stop in Centenary Square.
Have a look at that.
goes the John McGinn chant. I hope you can hear this at home.
It is for you. And of course, we are so proud of you. How we did all the season. Today we are enjoying here, but the process we did with you in Villa Park, each match we played, your energy, how you were transmitting your energy. As well, the supporters, they were following us, traveling away when we were playing away matches in Europe. Really fantastic how we were feeling your support. And today, we are here with all the emotions we created all the season. And it makes sense getting here with you and to enjoy the moment we are. This moment is really fantastic. This trophy after 1982, the last trophy, the Cup Euro. It's fantastic, this Europa League, but it's yours. Our heart is your heart. Your heart is our heart. We are together. Aston Villa! Aston Villa! We love you! For all our life! Thank you so much. And now please, the captain, John McGinn! Super John McGinn! Super John McGinn! Thank you all the supporters, all the players, all the coaches, all the workers, and thank you, Birmingham, thank you how you helped us! Aston Villa!
Broke the mic.
John. Hello. First of all, thank you for all the support tonight. But thank you for the last 7-8 years. You have been through so much pain, so much disappointment, but these group of players have provided so much satisfaction over the last few years. We've got a decent manager. And we're going to enjoy tonight, but let's keep going next season. You never know what can happen, but thank you very much for the support. Up the Villa!
Villains, make some noise for our incredible captain, Super John McGinn, and our incredible manager, Unai Emery. Villains, these boys are history makers. These boys are going down in the history of Aston Villa Football Club. Winning the Europa League last night in Istanbul, back here in the centre of Birmingham, Centenary Square. Make some noise for Aston Villa! Right, before the coach moves on, where is Tyrone Mings? Where's Tyrone? Absolute Villa legend. He's here, he's there, and he's going to say a few words. Tyrone
is here, is every fucking where. Tyrone Mings is here, is there, is every fucking where. Tyrone Mings. fucking fluff it.
You can't swear on the mic, Morgan. Guys, we've had one hell of a party in the last 24 hours. Guinea done the professional thing and spoke about goals and next season and thank yous and that, but we've celebrated very hard. I'm sure you guys have too. You want louder? Oh, okay. Say nothing. I just want to say, guys, thank you so much. What a fan base, what a set of players. We are so grateful for all of you showing up today. I'm drunk. I'm sure some of you are drunk. I hope that continues long into the night. I don't know if anybody else wants to speak. Emmy mentioned that he broke his finger, so I'm sure you all know about that. He just wanted you to know that. World Cup winner, Emmy Martinez. Yippee-yi-yi! No, guys, thank you very much. Have a great evening. Enjoy this. I love you all. And hello to the families.
Okay, villains, make some noise for Tyrone Mings! Right. Okay. It is time for a catch-up with
I'm not very good at public speaking, so bear with me. Get back to basics. For everyone that didn't understand John McGinn, he basically said thank you for your support. But look, guys, it's been a long season. Obviously, we started the first 5 games. I think we had 0 points. Yeah, it's been a very long...
No goals.
No goals, thanks to me. A lot of the boys said I've been playing with a blindfold for the rest of the season, but look, guys, I've took the blindfold off and I managed to score some goals when it was important. So thank you guys for sticking with me and thank you for all your support. We love you. Yippee-yi-yi!
Right, okay, where is he? He's holding the trophy and he deserves to, because that goal last night, which got us on the way to winning the Europa League, was absolutely phenomenal. What a sweet strike. It's Yuri Tielemans.
Whoa! Hello, hello. I'm probably the only one sober on this bus. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone out here for your support. Thank you to players, thank you to staff. We did it all together. After a tough start of the season, we finished really, really strong. And that's credit to you guys, credit to the fans, and credit to us, obviously. But last night, wow! Woo! Use hand! Last night was amazing, guys. We won a trophy for you guys! Aston Villa!
Make some noise for Yuri Tielemans!
He is not sober, by the way. He is not sober.
Okay, villains, let's start the chant. The world's number one.
Guys, one thing only.
People were saying that only win titles with Argentina. But guess what? They wrong! They wrong! Love you guys. Love you guys. One more thing. People were saying I was going to Manchester United. Guess what? They wrong!
Make some noise for Emi Martinez! Right, okay. Villains, the parade is going to continue. Hang on 1 second. Let's get... Hang on. Birmingham! Are you listening to the song? We're singing! Is going to continue now. Guys, enjoy the party. It has been brilliant getting your thoughts on last night and the season. The parade continues. Centenary Square, make some noise for Aston Villa!
And there they go, leaving Centenary Square, still plenty more fans to greet them round the corner. That was fantastic. I mean, I think there might have been a few beers on that bus. I mean, what a moment. Amadou Onana does his fist pumps every week, but this time doing it with a trophy out. That was special.
Just absolutely amazing. I mean, we have the best spot in the house, literally standing next to the bus. And you can see the guys' faces are just absolutely beside themselves with amazement about the people that have turned out to see them, the love. And Unai saying a few words as well. What a day for Aston Villa. What a day for the football club. Seriously, talk about putting yourself on the map. Boy, absolutely proud of every one of them. It's just fantastic. It really is.
It's going to be some party tonight, isn't it, Lee? I mean, those players, Tyrone Mings said they are going to carry on celebrating.
Well, they should do, shouldn't they? Carry on into the night. I mean, it's, you know, same as what Al said. You know, it's an honour to be stood here actually watching the boys there, and you know, they acknowledge everyone. They give the fans so much love as the love's come back from the fans. I mean, when all these started going off here, it was just outrageous, wasn't it? And you know, I mean, I'm mind blown the amount of people that are here to see and witness something really special about this football club. And as I said, this is the pinnacle of where we can be. This is what we'd love to see every season, wouldn't it? I mean, it'd be absolutely outrageous. But it's emotional. I mean, if you were some of them boys on there, you know, I've looked around and really felt that big emotion and joy on top of it. We did, didn't we? We stood here, you know, and it's a remarkable day, Michelle, for the football club. You know, the history alone, not winning trophies, it's brilliant. It's just so good for the city.
It's amazing what football can do, hey Al?
I think Lee's nailed one there, actually. When you think about the city of Birmingham, that wants to be more than just a city of destination for music and culture. You know, we have a football team now that's put us on the map, and we have so many more things in Birmingham, and I think you've just seen today exactly what Birmingham can deliver. It's a huge multicultural city. We have so many good things here, but today is the day for Aston Villa to put Birmingham on the map, as well as the club for sure. The club has a global footprint, regardless of a European print, that we want to be at the forefront at Villa Park, being a destination, not just for football, but for entertainment as well. And I think we're getting there, and we're going to get better, and so is the team.
Lee, when you look at the fans now making their way off into the night, which I'm sure you'll be doing as well very shortly, can you start to think about, I've just seen a shirt there that's got finalists on it, 26, and the next one in front has got winners. Who gets finalists printed on their shirt? That's not very optimistic, is it?
I was going to say to Lee, the Albert Schloss now, seeing we've already mentioned them once, because I'm thinking it might be 10 deep at the bar. Can send you down early.
I'll have to work my magic in there.
Yeah, the fans going off now to go and celebrate, and I'm sure they will. A beautiful evening in Birmingham as well. The sun has come out. We've been through thunder and rain in Istanbul, and I know it's lovely up on the balcony as well. Where you are, Kate?
It has been glorious up here, Michelle, and I'm being joined by the three Villa legends I've been very privileged to interview up here today. Chesney is back for the fourth time. He said that was your first hat-trick there earlier on.
Got one better now, on a quadruple.
Exactly, you're still standing, you're doing well as well. I feel like you've got a second wind.
One more, I'm like Unai with the Europa League.
That is it, that is your next target for the five-timer. How has the day been though?
It's been lovely. I think to be involved in an event like this, they don't happen very often, and like I mentioned earlier, just to see how important and how much this club means to everybody is really special.
It was amazing. When the bus rocked up and the crowd just got louder and louder, San, how were you feeling?
I was in the toilet. I was waiting for too long.
You did a Chesney for the first goal yesterday.
Yeah, I was running actually. I was waiting for too long. Now listen, it was amazing. You can see the satisfaction from the fans. They loved the singing. You know, players were saying great words about the fans, about the support, about difficult times, good times. You know what? You leave them together and creates memories for different age groups. And today, this will be a moment memorable for many, many people.
I love what you said, Teo Zen, about Unai Emery, how relaxed he looked. He was like a little kid at the front of a bus with his elbows up on it, but he just looked like he was taking in every moment.
Yeah, he's a manager that's been focused in his job all the way through, and nothing's fazed him. He's kept to his word, and he's done what he wanted to do. And now he's done the job, he's relaxing, and you can see that. And now he's going to be thinking about what he's going to do next season. Do you know what I mean? So he's that kind of manager, isn't he?
Do you think?
Well, not right now.
Yeah.
I mean, not right now.
I wouldn't be surprised.
In the coming weeks, he'll be thinking about what he's going to do next season. He's that kind of manager. And, you know, just to see this crowd here, they've been wanting to this for so long. And I'm just pleased for them as well.
What's next for this Villa team? Tell us, what's next?
You know, I think it's a little bit of a rebuilding process. I think they've got to add to this squad now. The manager's going to be thinking about what players he can get in, because if we're going to go again next season, we've got tough opposition next season in that Champions League and in the Premier League. So we've got to go again, and he's got to build. And I know he wants to build and leave a legacy. So he's going to have to think about that as well.
Leave a legacy. That's a perfect conclusion, I think, that we can wrap up with. So, lads, thank you so much. Well done, Chesy. You've managed to stay standing.
Before we finish, can we just see your eyes?
No. Yeah, go on.
There you go, everybody. Tails looking bright as anything there. You wouldn't know that you have not slept. Lads, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much to the three of you for all of your company. Michelle, we've had an absolute blast up here. Well done to you guys as well. You've absolutely nailed today. Up the Villa.
Thanks so much, Kate. Ali, thanks for your company.
Thank you,
I need to go and find Ian Taylor's private jet just to get me home. I mean, so it's not far, but I could use that right now as well.
Can I have a personal thanks for him? He's looked after me for 3 days in Istanbul, the boy.
Oh,
Just to make sure.
I actually can't hear. What did you say?
Yeah, I said, can I just say thanks on you, because he's looked after me for 3 days in Istanbul.
I'm not sure it was that way round, but we'll say no more. We'll say no more. Guys, what a journey from September to staying there last night with you to being here today. It's been an absolute pleasure and a privilege. Ali, as always, thanks so much. Thanks for the ride. And thanks to our boys for the ride. A European journey, history made. The class of 2026 are our heroes, and all heroes are villains. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.